Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of my TinkerCad Master Class series. In this episode, we'll do a little design exercise that'll hopefully prepare you for doing some more designing for real life use. I'll also show you how to add tolerances to parts. Okay, so first thing we're going to have to do is create a new design. I'm going to hit that button. Then I'm just going to call this ChapStick. So the first important thing is actually what you're going to measure. We're going to be measuring this chapstick. I just prefer chapstick's cherry. But we need some way to measure it. Now, if you're going to be doing any kind of 3D printing for a long time, I recommend you get a caliper. I got these, like, Nico digital calipers. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Maybe it's Nico. Got them on Amazon. It's on like 10 bucks. I'll leave a link down in the description where you can buy a pair. It will be an Amazon affiliate link because I just got one. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to want to take the measurement of like this cap because we're going to try to make like a little keychain. And you can see it's about 15.15. So the first thing we're going to do is pull in a cylinder. I'm going to up the sides on it a ton. And then we're going to make sure it's 15.5 millimeters. Now we're going to have to measure the cap. Now I'm just going to pull it off a little bit as that would make it a lot easier. This looks to be about 16.7. Also, another tip is if there are dimensions that don't really make sense, you could just hit the little button at the top and put into inches mode. So then a lot of measurements will start to make more sense. Sometimes they don't make any more sense, but other times they do make more sense. So then we'll pull this to be 2.7. A 17. Yeah, we'll say 17. Now I'm going to try to get the fillet right, even though this isn't important by any means. So that looks to be about 11 millimeters, 11 and a half. So then, 4. I'm just going to pull in the cylinder up the sides. Make it I'm going to align these, and then I'm just going to bevel this until it gets the same thing. This is the base of the the cap. This is how the size of this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete that as I don't need that anymore. I'm going to pull in a hole, pull it down till it's about like the same. So it's about that height. Ooh. Just control Z. Keep that. Pull in the circle. Make it 15.5 again. Up the sides. Going to align these two. Pull it down. So this is currently what the cap of this looks like. I think that's a pretty good recreation of it. But now we need something that'll go over it. It'll like probably be like a millimeter or two thick, and then like a little handle, like a little kind of hook, can attach to like say keys, and put on a keychain. Now, what you might be tempted to do is just take in like a circle. And then, like, align these two. Take that. Oops, there's the wrong one. Turn that into a hole. turn that into a solid and group them. That might look like it's the proper geometry. However, the way that 3D printers work is that you have to leave a little bit of tolerance in between, like, the part and the actual object, because it's not 100% accurate. What you can do is just search a printer, and font size 5, and I'll go. Here, I can't spell. Looks like for Taz. So I'm gonna go Taz 5. Says somewhere in here. Say print tolerance in so around 0.1 millimeters is the gap I should leave. So what I'm gonna do is, because I like the shape, so I'm just going to go Control C and then Control V. Put these in like roughly the same area. Just gonna align these two. I'm gonna take one of them. I'm gonna scale it up to however thick I want it to be. Let's say it's currently at like 17.3. We'll just say. Oh, I need to go, and then we'll just say 17.5. Oh, it's not going to scale the whole thing. And then 17, actually, yeah. No, we'll do 17, yeah. 17.5. And then I'll just pull in a box. Do like the cutter, because I need to cut a little bit of the bottom out. I'll take this, take the outside, and we'll group the two of them. And then, so that's the head, and this is the actual object. Now, at some point this does need to become a hole so that it can actually cut the groove out of it. But the first thing we're going to do is, because we need to get those tolerances in there, I'm going to just scale it up. Say that's, we'll say 15.7. So before we actually group these, I'm just going to leave it like this for a second as we get the little ring. So for the ring, I'm just going to pull in a tube. I'm going to make it 5. Ooh, wrong one. I'm going to up the sides. That's what I wanted. I'm going to add a slight bevel to it because I think that kind of looks nice. Oops. Up the bevel segments. Oh, I see. It's because when I scaled it. So it kind of does it at an angle. Because I brought it from like 10. Now if I were to like add the double, it would be a proper bevel. So then I guess no bevel, at least, if I want to make this easy. And then I'm going to say radius of 10. Another thing helpful for calipers is you just open them and be like, you know, a radius of 10, that would be, because then that would be like this big would be the ring. So the ring would basically be the whole size. And I'm thinking maybe around like 15 for the radius would be a lot smarter. I just go in and say 15. Oh no, I want 15 for the diameter, which means 7.5. Yes, I did the math right. Just want to rotate it. I'm just going to bring it up. Just going to move it in. But now I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to align it, however, I'm only going to align it on that axis. So then I can control just like forward and backward stuff. So, I'm gonna try to aim to get it like the middle point of it. So like that's like halfway in, just about. And that looks, we'll just say about halfway in. I think it's a little too thick. go 1, 1, and for good measure, say that looks a little big. However, because we're designing this to be printed, in actuality, this is going to be about this size. This might look thick, although then the printer might not be able to support a lot of it. I'm actually going to move it down to a radius of 6. And then a wall thickness of, say, 1.5. That's better. So now, because I have these two objects, I'm just going to group them. And then I'm going to group this all with the hole. And then you can export for 3D printing by just going export and save STL, as I showed in a previous video. And so that's kind of my workflow for designing. Okay, so now it's printed, and I think it turned out pretty good. Proportions were what we want. And now the final test. Let's see if it fits. So during the print, I did check to see if it would fit. So then just go get that autofocus, and then it's not fitting. So a couple ways you can fix this. First thing would be go back into the design and make the hole thicker, although I don't think that's the problem. So to fix this, I got an X-Acto knife. So now I'm going to test, see if it works. As you can see, it slides right on there. So most of the tolerances look to be pretty good. So then just pull it off and put it on, and then now you can have a little keychain. Alrighty guys, thank you all for watching that video. Remember, if you liked that video, please like and share it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Just tell me why you didn't like it in the comments down below. Please subscribe for more videos, and if you want to watch more videos about TinkerCad, watch the rest of my TinkerCad Master Class series. If you want to help me out, use my Amazon affiliate links in the comments down below, and if you want to be incredibly super helpful, go and support me on Patreon. I think I got a lot of awesome perks there. Remember, keep on designing.